Bonjour. Hope you can hear me. Welcome to Paris. Bienvenue à Paris. An impromptu live stream. Visiting friends on the left bank, leaving the 17th arrondissement, and I thought you might enjoy tagging along. I decided to ride the bus to enjoy the pretty weather and the sights today. So we are on a bus headed towards Montparnasse on the left bank, and I will be on it for about 20-25 minutes. So if you'd like to tag along, feel free to stay here. This is la Gare Saint Lazare. Bonjour, bienvenue. Very empty bus. It's after 1 p.m. Not rush hour. Vers Tours, you're asking. I don't think I would go to Tours on that bus. This is a city bus. It's only taking me to the left bank from my neighborhood in the 17th arrondissement, and we are reaching la Gare Montparnasse. If you'd like to follow, I know some of you like to follow on a map or online. Bonjour, Japan. And when we pass this building, the Gare Saint Lazare will be right on the left, right here. Whee! If I'd known this was so much fun, I might have done it before. You are riding a city bus in Paris, France, headed to the left bank. Ah, I got you. I understand what you meant about Tours. Yes, but not today, no. I'm not moving for a few days. Just visiting friends on the left bank today. Heading towards L'Ecole Militaire, the military school, actually. Oh, well, blessings to your sister-in-law, Heather. Look at the construction. This is Paris for you these days. Lots of construction and scaffoldings everywhere. Nothing you haven't seen before. We are on Boulevard Haussmann. Not that you would recognize it with all the construction, but you would recognize the architecture probably. This is Haussmann Central. Oh look, somebody's moving. This is how you move in Paris when your doors and windows are too narrow, so this is how you move out of there. Yeah, I thought you might enjoy tagging along. I've never done this on a bus. But since I don't ride the bus very often, today is the day. So currently along Boulevard Haussmann. I can't really see what's ahead of me from this seat. That's not the best seat in the house. You can tell I'm not used to doing this. But at least we can see what's on the side. Practice makes perfect. Big intersection here. I keep hearing my phone hitting the window. I didn't lie, the bus is really empty. Bonjour les amis, bienvenue. Just an impromptu visit. I thought you might enjoy following me. in downtown Paris as I ride the bus to my friend's house on the left bank. It's still a beautiful day, you're right. Oh, look at this facade here. It's a very beautiful day. It's a little chillier because it rained yesterday, but I'd say it's quite nice. Look at the terrace up there, do you see it? Busy street though. I don't know how much they actually use it, but this is quite a massive building. We are on the rue La Boétie, B-O-E-T-I-E. La rue La Boétie right now. And La Rue La Boétie is going to go southwest really, and it's going to take us closer to the Champs-Elysées, which we're going to cross. At that point we will cross the Pont des Invalides, the Invalides bridge, and that will take us to the left bank where I'm headed. Look at this construction site here. That's massive. Wow. That's right. La Boétie was Montaigne's, one of Montaigne's best friends. It's not too much of a choppy ride, so that's good. Beautiful buildings along here. Look at this door. Not bad, huh? Another one. And a funky looking building right here. Obviously you get to see a lot more from a bus than from the metro, though the metro can be a little faster. But at this time of day, I don't think it makes a big difference. We are turning now into the Avenue Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Nice trees, provide some shade on the street, that's pretty. Bonjour friends, welcome. Just an impromptu live stream from the bus. We are getting closer to the Champs-Elysées. I am in the 8th arrondissement along Avenue Roosevelt. For those of you wondering, this is bus number 28. It's a pretty good bus. It leaves very close it leaves from the neighborhood where I live in the 17th, and it can take you to the left bank, so that's very convenient. More construction hidden behind those ads. Empty bus. There's probably 3 people on the bus right now. People are either walking or at home, working. I'm glad some of you are recognizing the sites. I always, when I ride a bus, which doesn't happen very often here, I always wonder, there are different ways of knowing Paris. People who ride the metro know Paris a certain way. People who ride the bus know Paris a certain way. People who walk know Paris a certain way. Recognize those fountains? We are at the bottom of the Champs-Elysées. This is the Place de la Concorde. Whoopsie, we just passed it. And my camera keeps hitting the glass, I apologize. We are headed towards the Palais de la Découverte and the Grand Palais, but we will be in the back of the building. I'm not going to try and show you what's on the other side because I wouldn't be able to see very well. You see the structure over there. You have the Grand Palais in this neighborhood that's undergoing a lot of work and will be under construction, or reconstruction I should say, for most of the next 2 or 3 years, which is why they set up a temporary one on the Champs de Mars, right across the Eiffel Tower on the left bank. Here's the Palais de la Découverte, friends. You can see it barely behind the trees. Beautiful. I don't know if the Chat exhibit is still there, actually. That's a good question. I know it was there a few days ago. Everybody was talking about it. Still on the Avenue Franklin Roosevelt. Look at the pretty trees. They're in bloom now. Do you see? Yes, correct. This is bus 28. Very empty bus 28. There's only me, myself, and I, and a couple of other people. Quick hello. Coucou. Riding the bus with you today. Hope you're enjoying the ride. Yeehaw. We are headed towards the left bank, about to cross the Seine River. Look at the bridge Alexander III over there. The beautiful bridge. Isn't that pretty? Not very straight what I'm filming, but oh well, you get the picture. We are on Boulevard de la Tour Maubourg. We have made it to the left bank, friends, la rive gauche. I can't miss my stop. My stop is the next one, actually. I might be a few minutes late to be at my friend's house, but that's okay. This is what I used to come here. My Navigo Easy Pass has a chip. You can load it up. It's like buying a carnet of 10 tickets. So you load it up from your phone, and you can buy 10 tickets at a time, 20 tickets at a time. Works really well. And you just scan it as you get on the bus. Let's see. I think I'll get off at the next one. It's pretty quiet. It's easy to figure out where the left and the right banks are. I see your question on the screen. The Seine flows from east to west. So whatever's north of the Seine, like the place where I live, is right bank. Whatever's below the Seine is left bank. I just requested my stop. Merci. Sorry, I think we got cut off for a second. Bye, bus. Thank you. I'll keep walking for a few minutes and then I'll wrap up so I can go meet my friends. I don't want to be too late. Hope you've enjoyed this little ride on a Paris city bus. It is a very decent day in Paris. Not very warm, but quite nice. Perfect for walking, actually. Here are the terrasses éphémères, so the temporary terraces that a lot of restaurants like this one have had to set up last year when Paris reopened. But you can see they look brand new. That's because the city of Paris announced a few days ago that most restaurants and cafes would be allowed to use these again, because most of the seating will be outdoors when things finally start reopening, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And they've also announced restaurants would have to pay for these, so they're not very happy about that. So you can expect to see a lot of these temporary terraces when you return to Paris, so more and more people can sit outside. In case you're wondering where I am, 7th arrondissement, avenue de la Motte Piquet. I'm going to wrap up. I can keep strolling till the end of the street if you'd like to stay with me, and if not, I understand you're busy. Thank you for joining me for a little while. Yeah, usually you travel around Paris and France with me when I'm walking. So for a change, I thought, why not? Let's do a bus ride. Who knows what I'll do next once I am in the Loire Valley. You know, I'm thinking about a balloon ride actually, if I could make that happen once life as we knew it resumes. Wouldn't that be fun? A lot of Parisians left Paris about a month ago when they announced the third lockdown. People can really telecommute now, it's easier. And so I bet you know the street, though it's the end of it. This is the famous Rue Claire, C-L-E-R. This is the very end of it, not the liveliest part. Yeah, so that's why it's also very quiet. There's a lot of Parisians are not in town. They'll be returning next week probably. I used to come to this neighborhood quite a bit 2 years ago because this is one of the neighborhoods where Rick Steves Europe is based in Paris. We have a few hotels here. So I did spend a good chunk of time in this area with tour members as I was training to become a tour guide and later became a tour guide. La Terrasse is a pretty well-known restaurant here, the one on the right-hand side there with the red awning. This neighborhood really relies on tourism a lot, so it's been very impacted, in fact, for the last year. They noticed a drop immediately. More so than other neighborhoods like the one where I live, that caters more to locals probably. On the left over there is the military school, Ecole Militaire. And you may know the story of that building. It was created by Louis XV in the 18th century. And it's had some pretty famous students. The most famous is Napoleon, of course, Napoleon Bonaparte. I think I'll leave you right outside the military school. We'll take a peek at the new Grand Palais, the one that's going to replace, for a while at least, the Grand Palais we all know by the Champs-Elysées, until the construction is finished. And this Grand Palais Ephémère is meant to host as many cultural events as the regular Grand Palais does. It's a pretty massive structure. I don't know that they mean it to be permanent, so it's made of wood. Ooh, recognize this? Mademoiselle Eiffel is saying hello. So they use wood, they use a lot of materials that are not harmful to the environment. They've built it to be also very modular, so they can change things around based on the different events they will be hosting, whether they are fashion shows, more athletic events. And here it is, you can see the structure coming up. So this is going to surprise you. I was last here in the fall when they were just starting the construction. It's in the shape of a big cross. And they have recreated the nave, the beautiful nave the Grand Palais is famous for, in this structure. There it is. And you know this lady, La Tour Eiffel. All right, let's just get closer to this Grand Palais of sorts, and I'll wrap up and say goodbye so I can go see my friends. They've made a lot of progress since I was here last fall. It was supposed to open in March, I believe, so I'm not sure it's open since a lot of cultural places are closed, but it will soon. You see the wood structure inside and this interesting material they picked. It's kind of see-through. So this they call le Grand Palais Ephémère. Ephémère meaning temporary. But it will be here for quite a few years. So it will still be here when you return. On the left is the Ecole Militaire, the military school. The sun's hiding on us, not nice. Yes, it is modern looking. No, it's not finished, I can see inside. It's quite nice with the reflection of the military school. And see the name? Grand Palais. And then this word, éphémère, which means temporary. It looks like a long cross. You can see photos of it. In fact, I just shared a photo of it this morning on Facebook. I wrote about world fairs and shared a photo of it that was taken from the sky. So if you want to see what it looks like. But I wanted to see it in person, so perfect. See, the military school is really a giant complex. And it still operates today, training grounds and so forth. So it occupies a whole block. It's really big. Let's see. I'll probably wrap up here at the corner. Maybe I can show you a last peek of the Eiffel Tower on the side. Maybe not. We'll see, we'll see. We might luck out. Yes! There you go. Let's hide those ugly trucks so we can see Mademoiselle Eiffel with on the right le Grand Palais Ephémère. All right, well, I'm glad you've enjoyed this stroll, friends. I'm going to head to my friends now. And though I'll see them again soon, I'm sure. I'm not moving that far away. I'll only be an hour away. Closer, in fact, somebody pointed out last week, I might be closer with the TGV than some people who live in the suburbs. That is probably a good point. Quick little hello. Voilà. Thank you for joining me today. Merci beaucoup. I hope you've enjoyed this bus ride. Impromptu. And a peek at the new Grand Palais for the next few years at least, as well as Mademoiselle Eiffel. Thank you for joining me. I'll be seeing you soon. Let's look at l'École Militaire. Part of it. À bientôt les amis.